for healthy reproductive system and healthy breasts. Buy 2 bottles, get the third one free. Call 800-370-3447. That's 800-370-3447.
Listen to Helpline daily at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on CRN.
Animal lovers, it's time for Rescue Radio. And now here are your hosts, Christina Hackett and Chad Atkins.
Welcome to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. So I'm in the studio today with lots of kittens, and Chad is at an adoption event, so he's calling in today.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you fantastic. So what are you doing today?
Well, we had a adoption event at Gelson's in Westlake, so I can't be 2 places at once. So
what?
Well, I kind of can. I try to be, but I'm actually here physically. But in spirit, I'm at the studio.
There you go. So you're here. We're talking rescue. So, I'm just going to pretend, one of these kittens now is named Chad.
Yes, just imagine you're looking into my eyes.
I can't help myself now.
So how was your week?
Busy. Very, very busy. So, the world of rescue, it's always, I need to be here, need to be there, up at 3:30 in the morning. Let's get these ones on flights, and let's get these ones to the vet, and get these ones their medicine. So it's been crazy. How's your week been?
Pretty crazy. I actually I went and drove all the way down to Fresno yesterday because we have our big boy Zulu, who's a Mayortic Romanian sheepdog. And we've been having difficulty finding him the right home because, of course, he was in the shelter and he had a few issues. So, you got to find the right home for each dog. And I think we finally did. So we found 5 acres, a lady that lives up in Squaw Valley near Fresno, and she has mules and she has horses. And so he gets to be a fun working dog on 5 acres, which is probably perfect for him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Those kind of stories are just great. So, okay, so that's quite a schlep back up to your hometown up there in Fresno, but,
Yes, I was. I had to make that round trip 7-hour drive, so, I was a little tired yesterday, but, I'm wide awake and trying to get doggies and kitties adopted today at Gelson's in Westlake.
Okay, so you got lots of dogs and cats there in Westlake at Gelson's, so if you guys want to stop out there and see Chad today, feel free. He's going to be on the show with me for the next hour, so if you have something that you want him to add on the show, you can do that also.
Yes, please.
I want to remind people, today Chad and I, we really discussed the importance of fostering. So that's going to be our focus today. So if anyone out there has some questions or things they would like to add, rescues, this is what really allows us to move forward and save more lives, and the importance of fostering. So, our number here is 818-353-1276. So feel free to call in with any questions, comments, maybe your fostering experience, or, if you have questions, we might be able to help you and put together like some foster groups and save lives together. So again.
Absolutely. And something people need to realize is that, rescue cannot do it without fosters. There's so many medical animals that are in the shelter that, we only have 2 hands and 2 feet. So it's these fosters that allow us to save more lives and do more good with what we're able to do.
Absolutely. And so, and we have actually a fellow rescuer on the line. So as soon as we come back from our break, we'll bring him in. And he's looking for fosters too. So again, if you have questions or if you would like to foster, feel free to call us and discuss it with us. 818-353-1276. And you are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
South Point presents Tony Orlando live in concert. Hit after hit. August 7th to the 9th. Tickets at the box office. Online at southpointcasino.com or charge by phone. 702-797-8055. Tony Orlando at the South Point. The showroom at South Point presents James Darren, a.k.a. Moondoggy, hanging out on the beach with Gidget. Remember?
Since the Gidget came to Waikiki.
James Darren live in concert August 15th and 16th. Tickets at the box office. Online at southpointcasino.com or charge by phone. 702-797-8055.
It's somebody else's moon.
James Darren at the South Point.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. I got distracted there for a second.
I know. I was like, where is she? I'm mobile. You have to answer this.
Yeah,
you were making me panic there for a second.
It's okay. It's not the first time I've done that to you, Chad.
That is true. Very, very true. I have to admit that is the truth. So who do we have on phone with us today?
Okay, so on the phone today we have Sal. Now Sal is we're going to be bringing him in just a minute. So Sal is a fellow rescuer. I've seen a lot of his work. He's pulled out of Downey. And he supports a lot of the different dogs. And really he's joining in the conversation because the conversation Chad and I have had many times regarding the need for fosters and how as a rescue group we can only go so far. We only have so many spots and so many places and so much of ourselves that we can give. But if we have a foster as the backing rescue group, we can take care of the financial aspect of it, but then we need someone else to help us with the love and attention aspect of saving the life and getting that animal ready for adoption. So I'm going to go ahead and can I take the call from Sal, please? Hello,
Hi.
Sal. It's Christina with Rescue Radio. How are you today?
Hi, Christina. I'm doing well.
Hi, Sal. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much.
So, Sal, you're on the radio with myself, Christina, and Chad. I'm with the Animal Foundation of America. Chad is with Paul Works out of Ventura. And I recently saw your plea on Facebook for a need for fosters. And so I wanted to invite you to join in the conversation and what a foster means for you and what you're doing.
Thank you. Yes, fostering, like, as you were saying, is so important. I often tell people that it's probably the most important component of rescue because it allows us to get more dogs out. The worst thing for me is going into a shelter and wanting to pull these dogs out and not having a place to take them. That's the worst for me. So what I try to do is I try to educate people and let them know that if they're not sure if right now is the right time for them to get a dog, fostering allows them to, have a dog in their home for a while. If it works out, it works out. If not, there's no obligation to keep them. And in the process, they help save a life.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a key point that we should point out as well, that people feel bad when if the animal doesn't work out in their home. And what they don't realize is just opening their space for even a day or two, it allows us as rescuers to be able to figure out what the next step is and save the animal's life. So people don't need to have that guilty conscience. A lot of people feel, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. What if it doesn't work out in my home? So they don't do it. But what they don't realize is even that 24 hours is crucial sometimes.
Right. It's definitely crucial. There's been many times, I deal with the senior medical dogs. And so when I get them out, most of the time they just need to recuperate and, for healing. And so the fosters that I look for are more able to handle that situation because I have one right now. She's blind and she's deaf. So I know not everybody would be able to handle that situation, but she's super simple, super sweet, gets along with other animals, and I have no place for her. I mean, she's in a foster right now, but I need to relocate her. So it becomes very challenging because I'm spending more time focused on that than being at the shelter getting other dogs out.
And that's something that many of us rescuers, that's what we come up against that. It's like, okay, I can pull these dogs, I can get them to the veterinarian, I can get their initial treatment started, but you just need someone, they're not I guess the key thing is many of the dogs, whether they're seniors, and I appreciate the senior dogs being pulled because that's like a passion of mine. But when we're first pulling them out, if we don't have a plan, we can't do it. And many of these dogs that come directly out of the shelter, they have kennel cough. I mean, it's part of rescue, and that dog then can't go in with your other adoptables. So it needs somewhere. I mean, sometimes it's just 10, 14 days that it needs a home before it's able to go to the next step where, we can handle the things that need to be done so it's adoptable.
Right. And Christina, and so I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, but for me, in doing rescue, what I find is that people, it's always come back to that guilty. Like they feel I work 8 hours, I'm not home enough. And my answer to that is, would you rather them be in a crate or an X-pen for 8 hours or a laundry room for 8 hours, or would you rather them be euthanized because there's no more space at the shelter? So, people have to look at it that way, that they're saving an animal's life. It really doesn't. Like when you said you had a blind and deaf dog, it's really not that difficult to take care of a blind and deaf dog. It's actually very simple because they don't do much. They get very fearful of their surroundings until they know it. So they don't do much but wander a little bit. So if you have a small space, that's all they need at the beginning. As they grow and build confidence and they heal from their wounds, you need the either permanent foster or permanent adopter. But for the time being, it's either having an animal euthanized or giving them a small space to live in until we can find a better situation for them.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, and what we do, I mean, because then we can network them. It gives us the time. Like even if it's a day, it's 2 days. That gives us the time to network them to the rest of the group and find. And sometimes I've had it to where I had a foster for 2 days and they found their forever home because it worked out right that we had a match and we were able to promote the dog, and that dog went straight from their foster for 2 days. I mean, of course they went to the vet first and they got it all checked out, but they went from that.
You better clarify there.
Well, I have to clarify because there are those rescue
Nazis?
Yeah, well, I was going to say that, but then I figured that I could offend, some Germans out there. I'm like, okay, like who else could I offend? But let's see. I would just refer to them as the dark side of rescue because there are those that can question my rescue without offering to assist with my rescue. So I'm not going to go back down that little trail, but I will say they do get to the vet first. But I have had it where I was able to pull them out of the shelter whenever, look, shelters put to sleep for space every day. So I was able to pull them out of the shelter. I took them to the vet. They were vetted, and then they went into a foster for 2 days, and we were able to network them correctly where they were able to find a forever home from there. Or I found another rescue group that could take that animal in. So no longer in the shelter, no longer like on death row, now is out and has been seen by a vet, is getting love and attention, and then is on to their forever life. So the importance of fosters, and I really want to – now, Sal, do you have – talk to me about your fosters and how you do it.
Well, with my fosters, because a lot of my fosters have multiple dogs, I like to give them a peace of mind that I'm bringing them dogs that have been vetted, and all of my dogs go to the vet. In fact, they go to my specific vet, and they're all vetted for 2 days minimum. That's the only way that I'll work with my rescue groups because a lot of them are seniors and they're very sick, so they need the treatment. So my dogs are vetted for a minimum of 2 days. If it's required longer, then I keep them there longer until they're safe. That's my main mission.
So they're safe with their other animals. So it's like in what you're looking at.
Right.
So, Sal, I would like to continue this conversation about fosters and the importance of that in rescue. We're going to go to a commercial break, and you are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Hi, this is Linda Ronstadt for RAD, Recording Artists Against Drunk Driving. When you go out and party, get drunk, then drive, you're not only loaded, you're a loaded weapon. When you celebrate, designate. Choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives, and so should you.
He was mine for a while. We had the time. Beep, 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 yeah.
Hey everybody, Jamie Lee Curtis here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. I have a question and a suggestion. What should you do to stop a friend from driving if they've been drinking? Answer, whatever it takes. The suggestion, designate before you celebrate. Choose a designated driver. Remember, friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
Let me take just a moment or two, if I may, and talk about a great place to eat. That's right. For you folks anywhere in the eastern San Fernando Valley, drop into Bob's Big Boys. That's right. In Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. Now, everybody remembers the name Bob's. They're getting bigger and bigger every day. And little old Bob carrying the hamburger in his checkered overalls is the same Bob that you remember from back through the years. And, of course, if you want to go in for a great lunch, remember their classic burger, the original double-deck hamburger combination. Delicious 100% pure ground beef in 2 patties with American cheese, lettuce, and our famous Big Boy special sauce. The name is Bob, and I think when you go in, you'll say, by golly, I'm sure glad that I found this restaurant because it's good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They've got all kinds of things, and all you have to do is remember. Bob's Big Boy in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. It's a great place to eat.
Have you ever considered adding a home security system but thought it would be too expensive? Here's the good news. There's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home, valuables, and your loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Here's even better news. Your new system, worth $850, is free. You pay just a $99 installation charge and purchase monthly monitoring for less than $2 a day. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Get the peace of mind that comes with owning an ADT monitored system, plus a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home. Call now, 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. I'm with Chad with PaulWorks and Sal, who rescues. I've seen you at Downey a few times, so I know that
So
you
Sal,
there.
do you have your own rescue, or do you work specifically with just other rescues?
I work with multiple rescues. I'm kind of the person who kind of configures the plans, to get the dogs out and find a place for them. And I transport. I do pretty much everything. I go to the shelters. I find fosters. I bring the fosters food. There's pretty much the fosters are the ones watching the dogs first, but we make sure that they have food for them, puppy pads, crates, blankets, everything they need for the dogs to be comfortable at no cost to them.
So you're almost like a foster coordinator for multiple different rescues.
Right. Yeah, here in California and also in different states as well.
Wonderful. Well, I know Christina Hackett and I have a job opening, so if you'd like to apply, please let us know, because we could always use another foster coordinator. Is that correct?
It is very full-time, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, rescue is 24/7.
It's hard, too, because I work full-time, but it's my passion, and, getting them out and to foster. And I have amazing fosters, it's like they're like mothers to the dogs, and or fathers. It's just amazing to see what they do and how they... I tell my fosters, I'm like, it's amazing to see them how scared they are and to see how you transform them into trusting people again. It's so beautiful to see.
Well, the fosters make all the difference, because then they've got someone. Look, they were abandoned in a shelter, whether they came in as a stray. We all know those famous strays. Or if they, or if they were owner turn-ins, like they don't know what happened. Their world was just turned upside down. So when they get a foster that shows them love and compassion and that everything is okay, it makes the transformation for them. That makes them adoptable. That's what leads them to their future and their forever home. That's the importance of fostering.
Absolutely, and I don't know again about you guys, but you know, I love it, and I must say I hate it when I have foster fails, because when I have a foster fail and they want to adopt a dog that they fell in love with, that they fostered, it's almost like a double-edged sword, because you lose these amazing fosters that have been willing to take in these animals that nobody else has, and then sometimes you lose them for a time being because they're bonding with their new adopted animal, and you're like, you love it because it's such a happy story that they fell in love with this animal, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now?
Right. Yeah, where do I put that next one? So,
yeah.
Sal, I recently saw on Facebook you had a call out there for fosters. How would someone get in touch with you if they're interested in fostering? Because you're down. Are you closer to Downey? Where are you at?
No, I'm actually not in Downey. I'm about an hour out. I'm in Sherman Oaks.
Okay.
I go to Downey because Downey, you know, they're a high kill shelter, and I feel like they need my help more than any of the other ones. So I go to Downey and Baldwin Park the most. I go to Carson once in a while, but most of the time Downey or Carson. But if anybody wants to reach me to, you know, help fostering, I'm at Salvalda Pena on Facebook or at Salvaldi on Instagram.
Okay, all right. So that's two ways. Now, can you spell that for us, Sal, just so that
Sure.
they have that?
My Instagram is SAL, and then V as in Victor, ALDE. That's my Instagram handle. And then my Facebook is SAL, and then my last name is Valdepena, VALDEPENA.
Okay, fantastic, Sal. So if someone out there is interested, Sal could assist you and kind of talk you through it. And definitely Chad and I are both always open to fosters.
Yeah.
And
I was
so,
like, don't forget about us. I can always use fosters in Ventura County.
Right. So, okay. So Sal, he handles like more of the LA area. I'm in between both because I'm in Woodland Hills and Thousand Oaks. And then Chad and Paul Works is in Ventura County. So if you're in basically the LA area, we can make it work. So if you're interested in fostering, even if you have questions, I mean, you could feel free to call us and we'd be happy to help you. We would even, I've had just different ideas people have thrown at me over the time. There was a neighborhood foster group. And so just like they have, you know, your neighborhood watch, well, there was a neighborhood foster group. And so what this neighborhood did was they put together, like each of the neighbors kind of put together, like what can you take? Some of them could take cats, some of them could take dogs, some of them take big, some of them could take little. And they just kind of put it together and they pooled together. And it's an amazing thing. So if you're interested or if you think you can do something like that in your neighborhood, please feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to discuss it, try to help coordinate it, because that way you have a team right there. If someone needs to go to the vet, it's easily, you know, it all kind of works out. So if you think that you would be interested in trying to pull something like that together, then definitely please give us a call. So let's see. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds. So we're going to go to commercial break. But if you're out there and you've got some fostering ideas, give us a call, 818-353-1276. And you are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingroveinns.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-351-8614. That's 800-351-8614. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-351-8614.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson. Attention men who've taken Androgel or any other testosterone therapy products. Androgel or other low-T products have been linked to heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, even death. Scientific studies indicate that the use of testosterone therapy products may double a man's risk of heart attack. If you or a loved one took Androgel or a testosterone therapy product and suffered from a heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, or any other cardiac event, you might be entitled to financial compensation. You have rights, and you need to let us fight for your rights. And you pay no fees unless we win. So call the Tort Attorneys right now. 800-557-7921. 800-557-7921. That's 800-557-7921. Cases may be referred to participating law firms in your jurisdiction.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. I'm Christina Hackett with Animal Foundation of America.
And I'm Chad Atkins with Paul Works at a adoption event here in Westlake at the Gelsons. We have Kona and Candy, which are two of our large breed dogs that have been with us for over a year. We actually pulled them last 4th of July, and we still have not been able to find them a home. So come out, meet them. We have some kitties, and we also have some small breed dogs as well.
Okay, fantastic. And we still have Sal on the line. Sal, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, fantastic. So Sal, I basically, we have your information. We're going to post it up on our Facebook page, and we're going to encourage people to reach out to you because I saw your plea for fosters, and I know how important they are. And so what we'll do is we'll make sure we get that up on our Facebook page, which is Rescue Radio. So like Rescue Radio on Facebook, and we'll send that out in our email so that hopefully you're able to get some fosters.
Yeah, and so I actually had a question for you because people don't realize how time consuming what we do as rescuers are. How many fosters do you have actively currently?
I have 2 active fosters. Both seniors, both youth listed, and I literally had to make a call within 2 hours of getting these dogs, or else they were going to be euthanized. Both under 4 pounds, and both amazing. I've fallen in love with them. That's one of the problems with fostering, but the time consumption, it takes so much time because I do have a full-time job. So luckily with my job, I'm allowed to, work with my hours. So I usually start work around 6 in the morning, and I don't get done until midnight because throughout the day, I'm all over the place, getting dogs to to vetting, to their vets, to different locations. It just takes a lot of time.
And you are not a 501c nonprofit. You actually work with other 501c nonprofit rescues to get these animals out once they've been vetted and they're in foster. Then you utilize the other nonprofits to help you find these dogs forever homes. Is that correct?
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
And you know what I'd say? Like every animal's life matters, and every little bit you can do to help makes the world of difference. And so, I mean, Sal he's working with different rescue groups, and he has a following. I don't know. I mean, there's some that are like, who's this Sal guy? He's a hottie. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't know. I haven't met him, but I've seen some of the dogs.
Yeah, it's amazing. I just a quick little foster. I just got a German Shepherd out of Baldwin. Such an amazing dog, so beautiful. I don't really deal with big dogs very often, so I was kind of a little nervous. And when she got out, she started licking my face immediately and just jumped in my car like she knew she was safe. It's such an amazing feeling.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean,
it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I just want people to realize that, if you aren't part of the nonprofit, there's still things you can do like you are. I mean, you're basically the intermediary for rescues and the fosters, so which is amazing and great because, people don't realize, like I said, rescue is 24/7. I mean, I don't know about you, Hackett, but I currently have about 35 to 40 animals in foster. So that means 35 to 40 different foster families that I have to go and give food to, medical treatment, everything like that. And that's what I do. So when you have someone like you, Sal, who does this for us, it helps us with that.
It's amazing. That's amazing. It's amazing. It makes such a big difference because, my friend told me, don't go back to the bashing, but, it's like, okay, I don't have time to update my website or my Facebook page. I'm sorry I didn't have time to do that because I was so busy trying to save lives. So having someone like Sal, Sal is fostering dogs, Sal is saving dogs, he's working with different rescue groups. Like, that makes all the difference to a rescue group because, it's like, yeah, I can only do so much. I can only go so far. And having those people out there, people willing to do transport, people willing to do vet visits, people willing to do, to take an animal into their home, even those who are willing just to network for a rescue group, the importance of that so that people like myself, we're not spending our time doing that. And so that's what makes it so important. And people like Sal, it makes them special because they do things that we cannot. I mean, we would like to save every animal, but with his help, it's able to take us to a different step. And so I think that's the importance and with people just like Sal. So
thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for what you do. I mean, it really means the world. And I've seen the pictures of those dogs. So it's like, I'm sorry, I may not have noticed you personally, but I did notice the pictures of the dogs and what you do. And every life matters. And so every single life that you're able to pull out of that shelter, and give them a second chance, it means the world to them. So thank you.
It's truly important. Thank you too. I went into rescue because of a dog I lost he was a puppy mill rescue, my personal dog, and I rescued him from a bad situation. And when he was dying, I made a promise to him that I would always fight for them.
Well, listen to that. Yeah. I mean, that's what they need. They need someone, they need a voice. And
so do I hear Sal's Facebook and Instagram, getting bigger and bigger now? I mean, you're going to have dates. People asking you, like, who's that guy?
Who's that guy with the dog? You know what?
Good luck.
I'm doing a campaign. I'm just going to start a campaign because I have to tell you, like, it's not the car that attracts me. It's not it's like, hey, what's up? Oh, look at the little dog. Or, it's like,
yeah.
So, I think it's got appeal, let me tell you, because, I mean, really, it's one of those things that I saw a picture a friend of mine posted and, there was this gorgeous guy in the back and then there was a little kid and then he had this beautiful pitty right in front. And I'm like, oh, look at the pitty. And then my girlfriend just looked at me and said, Christina, you've completely lost your mind. Like, do you see what else is in that picture?
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat, that's what I say. Right?
Yeah, well, so, I mean, we should promote it as that. If you want to be a foster, you know, it's attractive. If you want, you know, I mean, so.
Yeah, win the girls, win the boys, yep.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever it is you're looking for. So, yeah, so
Have you
Sal,
been to
yes.
Runyon Canyon, I did know, there's a quick idea. Runyon Canyon, sometimes I'll see dogs up there and they'll be wearing shirts and it says like, I'm available for adoption or for fostering. And they'll be wearing the shirts because there's a lot of people going up there who love animals. And so it's kind of cool to bring your dogs up there and walk them, and it shows, you know, I'm available for adoption. Any questions? Here's the number to contact. You know, it's pretty cool idea because there's so many animal lovers up in the canyon who hike.
That sounds fantastic. I want to get some more information about that, Sal. We're going to go to a commercial, but I want to talk more about the canyon as soon as we get back. You're listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Can you believe we're halfway through summer? Live a little without spending a lot. That might come as a shock, but good times are meant to be good times. Ooh and ah in awe at Columbo's succulent, delicious steaks. The freshest offerings from the 7 Seas. Italian specialties so outstanding that chefs from Rome and Milan come to Columbo's for training. Let's not forget their world-famous meatballs and join the chorus as another one bites the crust. Another one bites the crust. Yes, another one bites. Another one bites. Another one bites Columbo's world-famous pizza. Plus jazz every night. Columbo's is good time central without breaking the bank. Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, manja.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. I'm Christina Hackett, and we have
Chad Atkins from Power. Hey, I'm double duty here. I'm only one person. I'm like split in many different directions right now, and I might be a little confused, but I'm all good. I'm back.
Okay, well, welcome back, Chad. And we also have Sal, and he's someone who pulls some of the senior dogs, and he's looking for fosters. And so we wanted to promote. Now, you were saying there was a hiking area where...
Right.
Tell us about that.
Well, in Runyon Canyon in Los Angeles, there's a canyon where a lot of people come and bring their dogs to go hiking and stuff, and there's also, you know, rescue organizations in the Los Angeles area who will bring their dogs up there, and they'll be wearing, like, you know, like a white T-shirt, and it will say available for adoption or fostering, and it has a number of their specific rescue organizations, so people can call and, you know, foster and see what it's like. I'm actually a big advocate on fostering because a lot of my friends will ask me, can you help me get a dog? I want a dog. And I go, wait, before you commit to a dog, try fostering for a while to see if it's the right fit. Because what happens with people who don't know how to, you know, take care of dogs initially, sometimes they'll take them to the shelters and dump them because they don't know how to handle them. So foster it, see if it works out. It's a win-win situation if you fall in love. If not, you know, you take it back to the organization and they'll help find another place for it. But so they don't end up back in the shelter.
Exactly, and that's something that I've done very often is I'll do trials. I won't do an outright adoption with someone. I'll do a trial, so they sign a foster agreement and they do a trial. And look, if it doesn't work, I'm okay. I would much rather, if they're not uncomfortable, I'd much rather have the animal back and find it the proper home. So fostering is a perfect solution for that. If you're thinking about a dog or a cat, like, try fostering. Maybe, that one might not work for you, so try fostering another one, and you might find the perfect dog.
There is a reason that we say foster saves lives, because it truly does. I mean, yes, we want to adopt, and that's the ultimate goal, but in the interim, fostering saves lives because it allows us, like, I know you, Hackett, I know you can only have so many animals that are in your home or with you or with your organization before you're overloaded. And any person who has a good heart, who is, fully, committed to just giving a little love on a day-to-day basis and being there for this animal is instrumental in what we do.
Well, and it means that we have space for more, because that it's the saddest thing when you go to the shelter and you see another one and you want so desperately to take it, but you have to make that decision. Do I have room? And I know that recently Paul Works came under some criticism regarding Biggs. And
please bring that up for me.
Yeah, I just want to. I like to point it out.
Let's put some salt in the wound.
But we can only do so much with Biggs. I mean, there's only so much space and so many we can take in.
Since you brought that up, let me clarify that. Last year, to date, I've pulled over 1,200 animals, saved over 1,200 animals between transports, between adoptions, and that's in 18 months. So
that's amazing, amazing numbers. But it is hard. It's hard. Let's just face it. It's difficult with Biggs.
You got me started. You got to let me finish.
Okay. I'm zipping
it. With that, last July 4th, and our goal last year was to focus on making our county, which is Ventura County, no-kill. With the amount of pulls that we did, we were able to make Ventura County the first major county in California, second in California, but major. We have over 12,000 intakes per year. We were able to make Ventura consecutively no-kill. So we're at 17 months consecutively no-kill.
Which is amazing. It's amazing. Your influence there and what you guys have done is incredible.
Thank you. Not done off my soapbox yet.
Okay, well, you have about 30 seconds.
I will get it out. Last year, we pulled over 100 big dogs. And with that, we spent $450 to $600 per boarding because we don't have a facility yet. So during the summer months, we were spending over $20,000 in boarding fees alone. That doesn't include vet. That doesn't include food. That doesn't include walking. That doesn't include training. That includes nothing else.
Which that means if we have fosters. Okay.
We pulled 42 pit bulls. 42 pit bulls. 4th of July. We did that. So anybody who stands there and says, I don't help big dogs, is lying. Okay. And I will walk them through my books.
Let's just lock them in a closet because they shouldn't. They need to not spend their time criticizing what we're doing so much. If they want to help with those bigs, then they need to offer to foster. They need to put together a foster group. Help. Don't
part of the solution.
Spend time criticizing what we're not doing, and help us with what we are doing so we can expand, because we're in it for the love of the animals. It's not.
Be like Sal. Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Exactly, and that's what he's doing. So we appreciate you, Sal, and what you did. And so I want to say out there, look, if there's someone out there who's interested in fostering or has questions, please call me personally. My personal cell phone is 805-558-5240. And Chad, what's yours?
Mine's 805-616-4101. It's on my hip 24/7. It stays on. I also have an email, which is chad@pawworks. PAWWORKS.org. Feel free to email me, call me, text me. And if you have a question as well as Christina Hackett, if you have a question for her, you have a question for Sal, reach out to us because we will be happy to answer.
We're happy to answer. If you want transparency, then you have to call us because we don't have the time to sit there and try to figure out that you're searching for it somewhere out in the cyber world. And when we come back, I'm going to talk. I've got this precious little box. This little bitty box, if you're on live cam, well, it's really hard to see because it's a little bitty box. But here's a little box of black kittens that was actually dropped at my door. So they're 10 days old, and I'm in desperate need of a foster bottle-feeding kitten. So if you're a bottle-feeding kitten person out there, please give me a call. And my personal cell phone, 805-558-5240. And you are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool. Indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California for our sizzling party savings. Book your wedding event or reception, your birthday bash, or a special event of any kind and celebrate at Angelo's and Vinci's. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate in one of our many festive banquet rooms. It's an incredible fun event you'll never forget. Food, music, and lots of fun. Call for the details and don't forget our daily lunch and dinners, plus our Sunday champagne brunch. Just $14.95. Minestrone soup, sausage and peppers, pastas, chicken dishes, salads, scones, and muffins. Plus so much more, a chocolate fondue fountain, Zeppelis, cannolis, fresh fruit, champagne, and Junior will be waiting to make the omelet of your choice from our omelet bar. Angelo's and Vinci's has been voted on the Orange County Hot List as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants for the past 6 years. And don't forget our award-winning pizzas. Thin or thick, they're yummy. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022, 714-879-4022.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? Yeah. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. Let's see, we're wrapping it up here, but we want to thank Sal for being with us. And again,
yes, thank you, Sal, for everything you do.
So let's see. His name is Sal Valdepena, Valdepena. And Sal, I will be talking to you after the show, but thank you for calling. And we've got one more caller we're going to try to sneak in here really quick. But Sal, I will touch base with you after the show, please. I will be giving you a call. Let's go ahead and switch over to Linda, please. Linda, you've got about 2 minutes, but I know that you're big on the fostering, so let's go ahead and before we wrap up, if you've got a couple things, suggestions, ideas for fostering, go ahead, let us have them.
Well, I was wondering, what is the process of becoming a foster? I mean, what do people have to do when they sign up to be a foster?
Well, I think each organization is different. I'll give my quick rundown. You basically call us. If you have the room to open your home for that animal, basically you just have to they have to stay inside for us. They have to have a warm place to sleep, whether that's in a crate or next bin, we're okay with that. We provide the food, we provide the medical care. You just have to provide the love and support on the daily basis. You take them to vet appointments, you take them to
application or have a home check.
You fill out an application, and that's it for us. And then we do a home check. We bring the animal to you. And then you just have to, if it was your animal, there's a vet appointment that we schedule, we let you know, we fit it within your schedule. If you need food, you call us, we drop it off. Pretty simple for us. Hackett, what is your policy?
Same thing. We have a basic application, a foster application, and thank you, Linda, for the question. So there's a basic foster application. It's not, what was your, I don't need last year's tax returns or anything like that. The most important thing is that the animal that we pull is going into a safe situation. So we also do a home check. And so it's like, basic just what's your information, where's the dog going to be staying. But we provide any medical, we provide food. And if there is an appointment, then we make sure we schedule it and we work it someplace, that very close to you. And then we do check in on the animals, and we like you to check in with us and let us know, how they're doing, if there's any issues so that we can address them right away, if they're concerned about medical or things of that nature. So there is communication that I require, like as you go along. But to be a foster, you just have to have, open arms and be willing to love on one of these little guys until we can find it a forever home. So that's, and some of them, and Sal was talking about some of the medical cases in Downey. Some of them, they were hit by a car and they had a fractured pelvis, and they can't be in a playful environment. They need to be in like a little X pen and minimized movement.
They need cage rest.
Yes, cage rest. So they literally need to be not playful. We need you just to give them some love, and they need to be in a smaller place where they can be safe. So, so that's the importance of fosters, because it really does save lives. And we want to thank you, Linda, for calling in with your question. And I will touch base with you after the show also.
Okay.
And
talk to you later.
So I just want to recap. Fostering saves lives. And if you, every life matters. And so if there's something that you could do, you can,
And also, people can, if they're breed specific, if they're a certain breed that they do love, they can reach out to certain rescues that deal with that breed, and, or littles, or, ones that would fit in their home better than maybe a big, or,
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have lots of them. So whatever it is, whatever animal they think, it could be a cat, it could be a dog, it could be a big dog, little dog, but would be happy to help anyone who's looking to foster. Even if we don't have one for them, we'll help them find one.
Exactly. So
Okay.
follow us on Facebook, Paul Works, Animal Foundation of America, Rescue Radio, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, fantastic. Well, it was a great week. Love the discussion on fostering, and we will talk to you all next week. You're listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Which is most appropriate because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad Show, The What's Cooking Show, and The What's Cooking on Wine Show, all in true CRN HD audio. Sports, business, travel, food, wine, politics, there is something for everyone, and it's all available in CRN High Definition Sound. Log on to www.crntalk for listings and information on all your favorite shows. That's www.crntalk.com.